If you play golf, there's a pretty good chance that you know what the #1 ball in golf is. Today, I'm going to test that theory with a golf ball that you probably never heard of.
5 holes to go, just play 13. Need a partner way in, gotta hit more greens.
Today, we're going to do a review of the Saintnine Extreme Soft. We're going to compare it with Titleist Pro V1. This Extreme Soft Gold is a premium 4-piece golf ball that allows you to dominate the game and achieve various performances with its soft feel, consistent direction, longer distance, and perfect spin control on short game. We're going to judge that today. A couple interesting things about this company. They also have a 2-piece ball called the U Pro, and as far as I know, it's the only 2-piece golf ball with a urethane cover. Another thing is that each golf ball comes logo with a mental mate. 9 characters of Saintnine symbolize mental game, essential for golfers at any moment, and it was born to help overcome psychological burdens. That's another interesting thing about the company. So anyway, we're going to give it a shot, compare it to the Pro V1, see if it's a ball that you should have in your bag. Hit all his balls probably about average for me, and we'll see where they are. Rain's coming. We just don't know when. Okay, we just hit some 8 irons, and I think we hit them both about equally as bad. Hit a couple really thin, but I think I hit one with each. So didn't notice any difference, but we'll get up there and see where they are. Okay, so there we see all 6 balls. Okay, so from this test, looks like we hit Pro V1 closest. Next to that, Saintnine was a little short here. We hit another 9-pin high. I would be able to play both of these balls so far, but we'll do some more tests. So from the pitch shots here, we again, no noticeable difference in performance. Again, the greens are a little wet. I'm gonna go inside and get out of this rain. we're looking at now the 7 iron. Okay, between the ES Gold on the top and then the Pro V1 at the bottom. So just looking at the averages, ball speed was pretty close. 104.6 to 105 for the Pro V. Launch was pretty close. The big difference here was the spin. The ES Gold had about 200 miles per hour of more spin. However, the biggest reason for that is probably this fourth shot here with the Pro V1, which was kind of a low knuckleball, kind of a hook. And only had 3,700 miles per hour spin. So that's the only big difference. The carry numbers are pretty much spot on. The other difference, the rollout was like 1 more yard, and then the total distance was 1 more yard with the Pro V. And again, that's basically all due to that fourth shot. Now, looking at the driver, going down to the averages, the ball speed pretty close, a little less than a mile per hour more with the Pro V. ES Gold launch higher. Spin numbers are pretty darn close there. Also, carry, the ES Gold had 1 yard more carry and then 3 more yards of total distance, and that was due to an extra 2 yards of rollout. Spin angle was a little higher with the ES Gold, and the total height was about 3 more yards higher. I always felt that most tour golf balls were pretty close in performance. Here's a ball that until a month ago I never heard of that performed pretty favorably with the industry leader. Plan on hitting, testing it out again, hitting maybe 50, 100 shots with each ball to see if I can pinpoint any differences between the balls. These balls are pretty close, or maybe I'm just not good enough to figure out the differences between the two. Off the wedges, with the putter, like it was a really good feel to the ball. The performance with the long game was just as good. As of now, I wouldn't have any problem at all playing this golf ball. I got a video coming up to where I'm going to test out some equipment. I got some blades from like the 1970s, some persimmon woods, but I'm going to test those clubs out against the clubs that I play today. It ought to be interesting and it ought to be fun. So if you got any comments, any suggestions, leave them down in the comments section. Until then, Mr. Short Hitter out.
You run off birdies before, why not now? It's just a game now, let's show them how. It's done. You're Mr. KB. Respect on your name is deserved when you're playing the game that you played from yay high. I'ma write my names in the books and play now. Raj told me have fun, so I'ma do it. King, hit it high, let it fly, shoulda knew it. Split the fairway with it, clear shot in, knock it close. Still got a chance to win.